What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Jaywalks. We're not on a treadmill, so I can't call it Tread Talks. But I wanted to do a little bit of post-race follow-up with everyone. Anyone who's been staying tuned, I appreciate your support. If you're new to my channel, well, hello. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for providing me some time throughout your day just to listen to me. Hopefully you can find some information here, good tips, hints on how to lose weight and keep it off, because that's the big premise of this channel, on top of me pretty much turning into a runner. Welcome back. If you're new, hello. Thanks. If you think I've earned it, at the end, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe if you think I'm worth it. But a little bit of a follow-up to yesterday's Mother's Day 5K. We're going to give you another raw, unedited video here. Working on getting a new microphone because, let's be honest, these and the one on my earbuds and stuff is not the best, but you know, you got to do what you got to do with what you have. Once I have the money to actually afford it, we'll get some better recording gear. But we do have some stuff in the works. Got the tripod already, ring light, stuff like that. So yesterday was the Mother's Day 5K, and man, I am so proud of myself. My previous 5K personal record was 27 minutes, and I believe it was 49 seconds or 48 seconds. Yesterday we did, or I'm sorry, it was 27 minutes and I think 58 seconds. But yesterday we did our 5K and it was 27 minutes and 19 seconds. So I've managed to shave 39 seconds off of it, which is pretty awesome. Never thought I would be a runner, and never thought I would be doing like races like that, which is pretty cool. I'm loving it, still doing it. We started in April. It was April 17th of 2021 was my first race, and yesterday was the most recent one I did. The first one I did was 4 miles and loved it, pretty much stuck with it, and now I try and do at least one per month. I try and stick to doing something that's going to support a cause. So most of what I do when it comes to 5Ks or half marathons, any kind of races really, it's usually to support some kind of foundation. I like to know that my money that goes to paying for these things is going to be contributed to a cause to try and help. The week before, we did the Teal Diva 5K, which was to help fight ovarian cancer and other gynecological cancers. So felt good giving money to help support that, but also knock out another 5K. My wife attends some of these as well, and some of them we do together, finish together. Feels great being able to hold her hand as we cross the finish line together. But yesterday was one where I was really trying to push myself and see how quick I could go, which netted me a new personal record, and I couldn't be more proud. My first mile was 7 minutes and 49 seconds, which was also pretty damn good. I don't know if it's the best mile I've had yet, but it's close to it. And on top of that, there was a lot of hills. The original course we were going to, well, at least we assumed we were doing, was more of a flat, straight course. This was a surprise. We actually thought we were at the right spot, but we were not. We got there, nobody was there. Took a look at the email and we're like, oh, we went to the wrong place. So it was a completely new course as well, which makes the whole thing with me getting a new personal record for a 5K even better, because this place had a bunch of hills, so I definitely got some good elevation gain as well. Pretty proud of my wife, because she is also still doing her weight loss journey, losing a lot of weight, but also as she's losing her weight, she's getting better and better at doing these runs. So I couldn't be more proud of her. We'll be documenting more of these as we go. I'm trying to post up more on YouTube again, especially with my journey kind of going in this direction. Previously, I did a lot of weightlifting and just normal, cardio, me on a treadmill, walking for an hour. This is a completely different beast. My training right now, I don't have any kind of coach or anything like that. I just honestly can't afford it. It would be great if I could, but it doesn't mean I can't go out and train and practice and everything, even if I don't have one. My training, we'll go over a whole video on that, just to kind of break down what I do. But every morning I'm up at 5:30 and out the door and pounding the concrete, getting in some miles before work. Thankfully, where I work, they have a men's locker room that has a shower, so I can go knock out a good chunk of miles in the morning before I even start my work day. And at lunch, I like to go get changed, depending on the weather. Some days I'll run at lunch. Some days I'll just go out and have a nice fast-paced walk, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I just ran about a mile. My legs are still a little sore from yesterday, so I don't want to overdo it, because I don't want to hurt myself. I want to keep the training going, and I really pushed myself yesterday, so we want to recover some too. My recovery, I don't do a lot of it, pretty much since I haven't been lifting weights and I've been doing a lot of running. I don't really take a day off. I kind of do rotate days that I run with days that I have on a weighted vest, and kind of mix up running and walking. Every day I try and hit at least 10 miles in total with running and walking. Typically, I'm about between 25 and 30,000 steps every day. Took me a bit to get up to that point without, my feet and legs feeling horrible at the end of the day. So I wouldn't suggest just jumping right into it like that, right off the bat, because it did take me a little bit to get up to the amount of mileage and how much activity I do overall now. Also, going off of that, I definitely had to up what I was eating, because anyone that's followed me knows I was doing stupid low calorie deficit, and that changed a while ago now. Like, I don't know, we're getting closer to like a year and a half that I changed the way I was eating, because it wasn't enough. Plus, in order for me to be able to put in all the miles, I gotta have the fuel to do so. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Good rundown of where this channel is going to be heading, what I'm doing. I haven't posted up a lot in a while, but that's because I've just been focused on other things, really. Focusing on getting better at running now. Never thought I would be here. I was really loving lifting weights. I just love fitness in general, but really kind of grabbed the running thing and stuck with that. Let me think. I've been doing it now for over a year. I started the first week of February of 2021, pulled something in my chest while I was lifting, and wasn't able to really lift weights after that for a bit, because I didn't want to really hurt myself. And I thought, well, I love fitness. What can I do to kind of like keep going in a direction I'm going without having to hit the weights? And decided to jump on the treadmill, see how good I could run. And it's at first it sucked, because I was disappointed in myself because I couldn't do a full mile straight without having to slow down and take a break and run out of breath. But I learned that you're not going to be good at all of this stuff overnight. It's going to take time. And a year later, look where I am now. I'm able to run nonstop for well over a mile. If I pace myself correctly, I pretty much can go, I don't know. I mean, I did the half marathon, which is 13.1 miles. A few weeks before that, I did a 10 miler, and I ran for the entire 10 miler. Like, did not stop, slow down, take a break, nothing. It's all about pacing yourself and realizing that you're not going to be amazing at something the first time you try it. And after losing all the weight, realizing that that weight loss was the same. It didn't happen overnight. It took me time. But just sticking with it, seeing slow progress and constantly seeing results is what got me where I am now. And it's great. I look forward to it every day. I look forward to waking up, putting on my shoes, throwing on my shorts, the glasses and the hat, popping in the earbuds, and just going. Clears your mind. You get lost in the music, and you just feel great after doing it. because you accomplish something. Like the first time I did, a 6-mile run and was able to do it in an hour, I was like, I couldn't even put it into words how proud I was of myself. And it's just about giving yourself realistic goals, obtainable goals that you can achieve. But once you get there, picking up the goalpost, like I always say, and moving it back another 10 feet. Because there's not really an end. Just because I did a half marathon doesn't mean I'm finished. I still go out and I still run. And now I just keep training because I want to do a full marathon. And I will. And then after I do a full marathon, it's going to be a 50K. And then after I do that, it'll be a 50-miler. And then after I do that, it'll be 100K. And then after I do that, eventually, one day, I'll be able to do a 100-miler. And yeah, it's probably going to take me a couple of years to get there. I'm not expecting to be able to do a 100-mile ultra in a couple of weeks. But I've learned that eventually I can. I never thought I'd be able to do a 5K, and I did it. A 10K, and I did it. Never thought I would be able to do a half marathon. And I know some people, that doesn't sound like much, but for someone like me, who was at 426 pounds a few years ago, and over 300 less than 3 years ago, that's a hell of an accomplishment. To me, it is. And when it comes down to it, you need to realize that that's the person that you're doing this stuff for, is yourself. You're not doing it for everybody else. You're doing it for you. All the medals that I've won, like, they're for me to collect. They're for me to hang up and for me to be proud of. Not someone else. You can't cash that stuff in. But I know that when it comes to the end of the day, I know that I did it. And the gratification that I feel knowing that I've accomplished what I have so far in these past couple of years is just, it's overwhelming. So we'll keep you updated on how everything goes. Keep posting up videos. Eventually we're going to post up that full marathon. It's probably not going to be for another year. But all the progress that I'm going to be doing, you better believe I'm going to be sharing it with everyone that wants to stay tuned in. And I appreciate every single one of you. Stay focused. Stay dedicated. Realize that some stuff just takes time. And you'll get there. Till the next one, y'all. 1 man, 1 year, 150. I'm out.